Alright. So I'm out walking. Shocker. But, this might be one of the last ones for a while. It's, 70 degrees today. It's gonna start dropping because the sun's going down. But 70 degrees is kind of my sweet spot. So I figured better come out and get a little more exercise. I don't know what this video is about. Just gonna talk. I got a few encounters recently and thoughts on some videos I watched that I wanna expand upon. I started the all-in-one mod pack, and I don't know if I mentioned this before. I may have. I have videos of Minecraft up till like December 3rd. So I'm pretty far ahead. Part of the reason with that is boredom, and I kind of dig the mod pack, so I've been playing a bit more, and I don't want to advance without, taking video of it, so that's what I do. I don't think I'm decorating the tree this year, the one out here, because last time, the only reason I did it was because I cleaned the attic, and I had all kinds of old ornaments and junk, so I was like, put them to good use. Well, I wouldn't call it good use, but put them to some sort of use, so that I did. Now, I'm not going to be doing that again, because I don't have any more old ornaments, so that's that. I could make something, I'm sure, but that tree will be just fine without me. I'm not helping much anyway, right? I don't know if I mentioned I joined a club. I can't really say that I particularly wanted to, but I can't really say I didn't want to. I was kind of indifferent. It's super cheap to join, and they have a free pool table, and I didn't see too many people there that I particularly dislike, or particularly dislike me, so that kind of worked out okay. Not that there isn't any, there probably is. Beautiful thing about small towns is somebody wants to start a rumor. It usually reaches just about everybody, so I guess it's all in how they interpret it and how they carry themselves towards it. That's why I can't really blame them. Oh, yeah, I can. Yeah, I can. You know what? Believing something without any kind of tangible proof and with no reason to believe it, just because somebody else said it, that makes you a bad person. So, yeah, that's that. I didn't really encounter too much of that kind of stuff. Not there. It's been pretty chill. Pretty chill. There's still been some weirdness that we'll get into here in a minute. So I want to talk about a video I watched first. We'll start with that. It really got my, it didn't really tell me anything I didn't already know, but it just refreshed the anger and distaste for people and social media. Just refreshed that in my mind. So, you ever I watch some fishing stuff. I watch Minecraft stuff. If I do it or have interest in it, I probably watch somebody do it somewhere. So, I have had a few fishing subscribers subscribed. I subscribed to a few fishermen. I think you can actually see who I subscribe to on my channel, on my page, if you so desired. But one of them is Brendan Miller. So, I think he's a tad younger than me. And, we both pretty much, kind of super into fishing. So, I checkmarked his channel. Some of his stuff is really good. Some of his stuff is meant for a different kind of audience. I would say it's not for everyone. Not that it's like vulgar or anything. It's just I don't know, a little too cartoony, I guess. It's hard to explain. Watch it yourself and see. At least half of his stuff is worth watching. So if you check it out, check it out. If not. He's not a particularly bad YouTuber. I think he has quite a few subscribers, actually. But anyways, that's unimportant. That's not the point. He recently did a video on becoming a fishing influencer, and you can kind of mold this to any kind of influencer, in my opinion. You can actually mold this to most things in life, in my opinion. But, like, I'm not saying he's wrong. I'm just saying that it shouldn't have to be said out loud. Like, people should be able to determine this stuff at a fairly early age. And, you know, act accordingly. But, unfortunately, society in a whole is not all that intelligent. And I mean, I watch quite a few different people that I probably shouldn't watch, just because there's nothing better to watch. So, I mean, I guess I'm a contributing factor, and a bit of a hypocrite when it comes down to it. But when you're editing videos, or super bored, or it's cold or raining outside, you don't have a job, and everything you do annoys you, you kind of just watch whatever's there, and the great internet social media algorithms just love to plaster certain things all over the place. So, you know, you do what you do. Now, anyways, this video was about becoming an influencer, you know, having people follow you, being, you know, Facebook famous. So, I watched this. I was against watching it to begin with. I wasn't going to, because I was like, this video is going to make me angry. And, well, I was right, again. So, yeah. In a nutshell, the Clip Notes short version, he basically is like, okay, so you make yourself look, you know, like you're rich and powerful. You know, people that appeals to people. Not wrong, but not wrong about it working. But, you know, the whole principle is wrong. You should be an entertainer and an influencer of what you actually are to other people like you, not have to be fake to get fame. Or the next thing I get into, you know, tricking the algorithm to plaster your stuff all over the internet, so more and more people like and subscribe your stuff, so it reaches further and further. So it just really irritated me, because half these morons that are famous are completely worthless. I mean, they have enough money and lawyers to probably bury me 100 times over, but overall, as people, their campaign or influencer status is a complete joke. And I mean, for the most part, if you're a lot of influencers, like female gamers and site models, it's almost 100%, you know, their outward beauty. And I just never understood that. I mean, there are people that can make their dog look good with the right camera filter. So I mean, it just, alright, I'm kind of just, I don't know what I'm trying to do here. The whole point is, it irritated me, because it just reminded me how the world works and how much I don't want to be part of it. And it just really, really irritates me. Because, you know, I'm fairly young, fairly strong. I'm not horrible looking, in my opinion. I don't think I'm winning any beauty pageants or turning any heads, but I'm not particularly bad looking, in my opinion. So, you know, I should be able, oh yeah, I know. Yeah, I should be able to have some sort of influence or impact, positive or negative. I don't see where people could use dirty tricks like pretending to be something they're not, or tricking the algorithm to, steal that spotlight from people that deserve it. Not saying that I deserve it. I'm actually still on the fence about ever becoming a bigger time YouTuber and putting in effort, more effort. I do put in effort, don't get me wrong. I live a life where being a tryhard is against my philosophy. If you can't do what you do naturally and enjoy it, you probably shouldn't do it. Probably next walk, I'll be trading the beer for hot coffee or cocoa. Today, it's not so bad. But next time I come out, I'm hoping there's a couple inches of snow. Now, we'll see. Excuse me. I quit smoking for like 8 days. That was 8 or 9 days. Don't ask me why I started again. You wouldn't believe me. It doesn't matter, The end result's all the same. I'm going to die either way, so I'll put an effort to quit. If I do, fantastic. If I don't, it's an additional means to an end. So it is what it is. Dudes, I can't remember who I was talking to, but they're like, "You're never going to quit with that attitude." And I'm like, "No, you're wrong. If I'm going to quit, I pretty much have to have that attitude. I got to pretty much not care. Because if I try to quit, I think about it more. If I just try to do it nonchalantly, I last so much longer." So, and that's a fact. I don't know if I got into this topic, but I'm running into another walking dilemma too. Besides getting old. But another walking dilemma is I usually try to get up here around 4:30 because that's when the workers leave. But now, around the 4:30 mark, it's when it starts getting dark. And usually by the time I hit that rickety old bridge, it's pretty much almost pitch black. So I should be fine. I'm always fine. I said my biggest fears would be running into an angry, hungry mother bear, or I guess potentially a poisonous snake, but that's highly unlikely. I said probably the biggest threat to me is, as I view most things, other people. I'm not too worried. I figured I don't really have much worth stealing. I mean, maybe $200 in camera equipment and electronics. So, if anyone actually jumped me, it would either be personal or just to do it, because it really wouldn't be... I don't carry enough on me to be worth going to jail over. So, in my opinion. But, And when I say $200 in camera equipment and electronics, that's probably more or less when they were new. Like now it's probably like, you could probably hawk it for like $70. So, I don't know. I kind of sell myself a little short sometimes. But you get my point. I don't usually concern myself with it too much. I like taking these walks later at night because I have more energy. When the sun's out and it's warm, I just don't really feel like doing much. I guess it's like the king of the jungle, Sleep during the day, hunt at night. So, in one breath, I'm calling myself a loser. In the next breath, I'm calling myself the king of the jungle. Isn't that something? My whole body's contradictory. Like, I shaved my beard and cut my hair. You know why I did it? Because it's contradictory. That's why I did it. My hair, if I don't shower every day, or at least every other day, like if something happens and I decide I'm not going to shower one day, like I'm going to do laundry and just stay in bed all day, so I just rock my pajamas and just say, you know, forget it. My hair will get greasy, but at the same time, I get like this weird like dandruff. So it's like, I got an oily dry scalp. Like, is that a thing? So once my hair gets so long, I decide to chop it off because it's just better, I guess. It's less to deal with. And the beard, if I still had my beard trimmer, wherever those pieces went to, I have a couple of theories. And if I still had my beard trimmer, then I would have kept it, but it was starting to get into places I didn't want it to get into, and it had to go. Like, you know, tickling my nose at nighttime, or getting in my mouth when I'm trying to eat a sandwich, or stealing my food while I'm trying to eat a sandwich. I gotta be pulling out like mayonnaise and, you know, turkey bits out of my beard. Just, that's not for me. I don't think I particularly look bad with a beard. I don't think I particularly look bad without a beard, but it's just a lot more manageable. If I still had my beard trimmer, then it would be a different story, but I don't, so no point in dwelling on it. I think we're going to take the semi-longer way, and I know I just said that I want to get out of here before it gets pitch black, but you know what, I don't care. I don't care. Yeah, probably not. I probably won't. Still got a little ways to go. I'm going to end this video here in a minute anyway. I'm going to turn you around and take a look at your backside. Hang on. Oh. Yeah, it's 17 minutes, so. Oh, watch out for that. So, 17 minutes. We'll wait till we get to the bottom of the hill, then put you guys away. So, I'm sitting at the club, right? Yeah, that's right. Did I tell you I joined the club? Yeah, I don't like joining clubs. You ever watch Sword Art Online? Yeah, I'm a solo player. I lost my friends and most of my family, so I just do better on my own than trying to get anew, but my town is so boring, and there's so many people that are in the... What are you, huh? There's an animal. Just don't know what it is. There's so many people in the I don't like you club that I don't go out and try to make new friends. So I got really good at being alone. So joining a club is outside of my comfort zone. But there is only so much I can do in this town at my house. I built just about everything I could build that's useful. I did almost every science project that's feasible with what I have. So, I mean, I gotta find something to pass the time. She's been doing plastic canvas again to make money for some reason. And she got money coming out her freaking ears to buy lottery tickets and crap. But apparently she needs more. One of the 7 deadly sins, greed. I wonder what my sin would be. I don't know. When I was sitting at the club, we'll get back to the sin thing. I'm going to think about it for a little bit. What sin would I have? I'm not particularly greedy. Maybe gluttony. Maybe gluttony and vanity. And I don't know. Because I'm not that... Gluttony, I could pass. I could say gluttony could be a thing. But... vanity, that's a hit or miss situation. I find myself to be a tad bit vain in situations, but not enough to call it a sin, I don't think. I mean, I'm not enough to say I'm selfless and, you know, monk status, but not enough to call it a sin. You know, I guess I don't decide that. But anyways, I'm sitting at the club. I'm walking to the club like a VIP. My fake mustache and my fake ID. That's a song. I don't sing on camera. I'm in the club. And, there's some people that I kind of know. Shoot and pull. Mostly old heads, you know. Nobody. old dude, his son, his cousin, his wife, some chick. You know, there we got a 2v2 going on. And when things broke down and everyone stopped kind of playing, I was sitting there trying a piece of beef jerky they brought, deer jerky to be exact, which makes it so much better. And dude asked me some questions about my life, like, do you have a job? Do you have a car? I'm like, no, I'm a loser. And he's like, don't say that, you're not a loser. And I'm like, you know what, thanks for the pep talk, man, but I am, in fact, a loser. Like, you could look it up on the internet, and if you saw my picture next to the word loser, it wouldn't completely be a lie. And he's like, oh, don't talk about yourself that way. And I'm like, thanks, but you're not getting what I'm saying. With today's society, with the way things are, and the way I'm looked at, and the situation I'm in, no matter how cool I am, how good I look, how smart I am, no matter how much I can lift, or what my talents are, without being able to do anything with it, or having a friend base, or a family base of sorts, without having an infrastructure of sorts, I am a loser. That is how it is. I mean, in fact, I have multiple jobs. I YouTube, don't get paid for it, but it is a feasible career, not particularly a good one, not something I would recommend unless you know how to manipulate the algorithm and be a fake mother. But yeah, and my other job is making sure my grandmother doesn't fall down the stairs, and I guess take the placeholder of whoever she used to order around and get on the nerves of. And my last job is, doing odd jobs like cutting grass, shoveling snow, scrapping metals when it hits. And it's all pleb work. I don't get paid basically crap for making sure my grandmother's okay. It doesn't really bother me if she wasn't. Yeah. But, it is what it is. And, scrapping metals and cutting grass and shoveling snow, that's not only seasonal, it's limited. That's not a lot of money. So, doing this, I would do this if I was rich or poor. I might have a better kind of drink. But whether I was rich or poor, I would still probably do this because I love this. This is the one thing that kind of frees my mind in a momentary sense. But anyways, so we're talking and he does all that, and I was thinking, I was like, yeah, well, unfortunately, with the way this stuff is, the way the world is, the way my life is, and the opportunities I am presented and what's being robbed from me, I am pretty much a loser. So it's sad but true. I'm not upset about it. Not really. I'd rather be a pathetic loser that can't make life than do what's required of me by their standards. And I'd get more into it, but then I'd start sounding like a psycho conspiracy theorist. Some of you will find out the hard way. Some of you already know. So, the little green men and the voices and the government probing stuff. I'm just kidding. But maybe. Who knows? Something happened. I don't talk about it much because I don't really know how to describe it without sounding like a complete lunatic. Anyways, I'm done. This is probably about 25 minutes. I'm out of here. I'm going to try to make it back without getting eaten by a bear, stabbed. Or shot, preferably. Actually, a shot wouldn't be all that bad. At least it'd probably be quick. Eaten by a bear or stabbed could take a while. Alright, later on, guys.